Welcome back guys. I tested the launch version of Wuthering Waves on my Android devices. It suffered from performance issues. My Poco F6 was struggling to maintain a steady 30 FPS even when I had set the graphics preset to low, and that device has Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor. Fast forward 7 months, we have Wuthering Waves version 2. This update includes a ton of new content and performance optimizations. In this video, I'll be testing the game on my Poco F6 and ROG Phone 5s. 5s has Snapdragon 888 Plus processor. I'll kick things off with F6. I've enabled CPU flow type to show the real-time clock speeds of all cores of the processor. It also shows the GPU load. RAM monitor application shows the values of free use and total RAM. I have the 12GB RAM variant of F6. HyperOS framerate monitor tool shows the real-time FPS count. Connected my 8-bit to Ultimate 2C controller to the phone via Bluetooth mode. Game has been added to HyperOS Game Speed Turbo mode. High performance mode enabled from the battery settings. In-game settings, processor load is shown here. I'll use the settings that will increase the processor load to around 98%, not completely maxed out. Resolution medium, frame rate 60, special effects medium, FSR on, helps in improving the image's sharpness. Shadow quality medium, LOD bias medium, capsule AO, anti-aliasing and bloom disabled, crowd density medium, auto FPS off. This is its description. Once enabled, max FPS and graphic quality will automatically be limited if the device overheats. Very important during the summer season. Damage numbers and physics based animation on. Cutscene mode full screen. That's it. First I'll test the game in the city of Jinzhou. There's Rover. I'm in the city of Jinzhou. I'll explore the area on foot. Okay, FPS is a bit variable. 44 to 54. GPU load is around 60 to 70%. Audio is not stuttering. It's a decent experience now. Game's performance seems to be limited by the single core CPU performance using my hope. In the older version of the game, massive FPS drop used to occur here. Yet this problem is still present. FPS suddenly dropped from 54 to 38 when I use my hope. It would be better to cap the FPS at 45. You can do that from the in-game settings. This is basically the medium preset. Okay, I'll just use the performance preset now. Performance, resolution set to low. I'll just set frame rate to 60. Processor load around 75%. FSR is on. Medium. Anti-aliasing is on as well. Let's check out the performance now. Resume the game. FPS is still variable. I'll use my grappling hook. Yeah, 44 FPS.
Wind guide me.
So a stable 60 FPS is still not possible. Just apply a 45 FPS cap. Now I'll show you some combat. I'll spawn here nearby Qichi village. It's still a big improvement over the launch build of the game. That time my device was not even getting 30 FPS using the lowest preset. Tested discords. I'll engage in combat. Yeah, here FPS dropped to around 33, 35. It's all over the place. Use my abilities.
Shadows. Leave it to me.
Switch my characters. Keep an eye on the FPS counter. Yeah, FPS suddenly dropped from 48 to 33.
Swift and resolute.
So for a more stable experience, it's recommended to cap the FPS at 30. It is what it is. Let me do that. Frame rate set to 30. See, processor load. Now you can increase the other settings. Resolution set to high. Special effects quality set to medium. Everything set to medium. All effects enabled. Crowd medium. Auto FPS off. This way your phone will not overheat. Back to the game. Check out the image quality. It's looking so sharp. See, FPS close to 30. Traverse the open world. I have observed a lot of texture pop-in issue in the Android version of the game. Gliding around. No stuttering now. I'll test the game on Redmi 12 5G. Before that, I'll just measure the temperatures. Maximum temperature on the screen side is around 29.5 degrees Celsius. Nothing extreme. You can see the system temperature here as well, 33.6 degrees Celsius. This is ROG Phone 5s. I have enabled X mode from Harmony Crate app. High performance mode. Let's launch Wuthering Waves. Using ROG UI real-time resource monitor to show you the values of CPU load, GPU load, battery percentage, temperature, FPS counter. In-game setting, I've set the graphics preset to performance. Resolution low. Frame rate 60. Processor load is around 90%. Special effects quality low, FSR on, shadow quality medium, LOD bias medium, anti-aliasing on, bloom off, crowd density low, enemy hit flash off, auto FPS off, damage numbers enable, physics based animation off, cutscene full screen. There is rover. I am in Qichi village. Keep an eye on the FPS counter. It's very variable. I'll engage in combat. FPS may drop below 30. What's with the CPU usage? 99%. It's possible that shaders may be getting compiled in the background. Installed the game a few hours ago. Haven't played it much on ROG Phone. Looking for some tacit discords. To spam my abilities. .36 FPS.
Leave it to me.
21 FPS.
One with the sounds.
Not hitting the GPU bottleneck. CPU seems to be the limiting factor. So the performance is rough on mid-range devices. I would not recommend playing this game on older devices. Overheating will be a big problem, especially during the summer season.
Against the wind.
Gliding.
Speeding up.
23 FPS. Did observe that choppiness.
Against
Traverses, stutters are still present in this game. The more you play the game, the less it will stutter. It's as simple as that. Massive FPS drop. So that's it with the video, guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.